quite a lot's happened since I last made a video in this car. So just to go through it, by the way, it's really cold. It's probably going to be my last drive of the year because I think the roads have been salted once already, but I have to go and take it somewhere. But anyway, starting from the back, what have I done? I fixed the lights. The rear lights didn't work. They were all badly connected. The connectors were corroded. I fixed that. I've put the electronic ignition in, changed distributor cap, rotor arm, electronic ignition, HT leads, plugs, and secured some tinware. Changing the plugs are supposed to be a DIY at home kind of job, but it's a fucking ball ache because you can't reach behind the carburetors, and when you can, you've got to feel your way to get the plug spanner on. You take the plug out, but then tinware falls off and blocks the way back into the fucking plug hole. Anyway, that side, I managed to do that. Obviously the timing's way off because the vacuum advance was stuck. I've unstuck that. The distributor was loose, so I've recharged the battery, I've secured the battery, I've got one of the front lights working, the horn relay was open all the time, and what I did was I did another kind of hack. Under the hockey puck steering center and the butterfly handles, there is a rubber spring that's supposed to keep the puck away from the contact. That had not perished, it turned into plastic. I'm suspecting this car's been in a fire because it looked a bit crispy. And I took that out, and then I cut an old HT lead and used the top of that and stuck it in, and it now works. You just hear the relay clicking because I haven't wired up the horn back up, even though it's only got one horn. It's supposed to have the two, the high and the low, so I'm going to order some more of those. The other thing is this window. I've not fixed that yet, and it's dropped slightly, so I need to work out how to move that back up. And the worst thing that's happened, and the reason why I'm about to go out, is I've got some seat belts. They got delivered. They looked perfect, 3-point, and there's an anchor type point at the top, and I've seen other Porsche 911 and 912 users use that as an anchor point for 3-point retractable seat belts. So I thought I'd just check it. So I stuck a bolt in there, and the joint snapped off. It's almost like the weld had failed. So it's not a massive hole. Well, it is a hole, but it's where it used to be, the captive nut. So I need to go and get that checked out. It was the wrong size nut, so I need the bigger size one, the standard seatbelt one, and a strong plate in there. So I'm going to go and see somebody now, to see if he can do both. I've checked the others, and they're all really quite solid. I've given them a real tug with the spanner to try and tighten it, but I can't fit anything. I'm also quite high on the smell of petrol because the garage is closed and I've foolishly turned the ignition on. I'm about to fire the car up, and so I tried to fire it up yesterday, and I had to tweak because I've got no one else to help me, so I had to tweak the timing just a little bit at a time as I was trying to start it, until to the point where it felt like it was about to start. But then my daughter got back from school, so I had to stop because it was creating a stink. And it was so close, it felt like it was going to. So I was working on the lights last night, so I thought I might kill the battery, so I've given that a bit of a boost. So first thing I'm going to do is, so as not to kill myself, I'm going to open the garage door. Let that open. And then I'm going to see if it starts up. Right, handbrake on, neutral, okay. And it's a glorious day, but cold. Right. That sounded promising, but... Ooh, backfiring. There we go. Whoa, right. I keep feeling like I need to put a seatbelt on, but there aren't any. So let's see what it does. Clutch, reverse, handbrake off. Let's go. Sounds very much like a Beetle. Now, so the electronic ignition, that seems to have made a difference. That started up much easier than I thought it would. Whoa, the steering is massively off center. Was that like that before? I think it was. I think it's making less noise as well. There's still some noise. I might just be confused and that's what air-cooled stuff sounds like. Oh, the smell is hitting me at the back of my throat, which is fine. But right, here we go. Jeez, this dog leg first. I need to drive it more, but obviously not in this weather. Well, not in this weather. In this weather, yes. It seems a little bit revvier. Now, so that's all the ignition parts are probably really helping. Temperature gauge still isn't doing anything, but there is power to the temperature gauge. If someone could help me out on what this change gear, on what this gauge on the left is, it's some kind of outside temperature gauge. There's some thick metal wire. What's just happened? Something just broken. I feel like something's just broken. That was loud. I wonder what that was. I've only got to go about a mile. No, 2 miles. I've got to go about 2 miles. Right, what gear is that? I think that might be 4th. So, yeah, it's already better. That's something fall out of my pocket. No. I hope the camera is working and the microphone. This is much better than it was before, but the timing is still way out, and I'm hoping this person I'm going to go and see might just be able to tweak it for me. It's not booked in, so I'm just taking it for him to have a look at and just give me an assessment on the welding. Whoa, big fat truck parked in the road. Right, let's see, 4th. I want to let it warm up a little bit. But that's not bad. Yeah, that's way better than it was before. So that's just from a few simple DIY things. Now the thing that's devastating is the anchor point for the seatbelt. I was hoping that I'd be able to get some use out of it come springtime without having to spend loads of money on it and have it at the garage for ages, but this anchor point has really, I was devastated when it happened. But every noise and knock and creak and rattle I'm very conscious of. Something doesn't feel right, mostly because of the stuff that I've looked at already and the amount of stuff that I'm just completely finding that is just loose, not been put on properly. Lights, bulbs, earth contacts, because all sorts of lights start flashing when I do left indicator on the front, and that noise back there, I feel like something's fallen off. I'll have to have a look on my way back, but track's coming the other way. What gear am I in? I was in 3rd, 4th. Big bump. Ooh. So yeah, the horn thing fixed was a nice bonus because it was draining the battery, because obviously it was positive all the time. It was and no wonder the horn's disconnected, the one remaining horn. And there's just so many things that are just not quite right, or someone's just not spent enough time on. But the fact that I'm able to come out this far, having done all that stuff myself just to get it going, and do you know, a lot of it you've just got to give it a go. You know, I took the condenser and the points out, and took the plugs out, and the leads off, and things like that. And I knew there was a chance that I might not be able to get it going, especially with the timing being out. What gear am I in? Let's see if we can get third. That might be fifth again. Ah, yeah, that's third. And I thought I might not be able to get it going again. In which case I would have had to call a mobile mechanic. But as it turns out, just turn, and it got going today. I've literally just got it going, not tweaked it, anything at all, and just thought, fuck it, just go for a drive. And I am... Oh, I'm in the wrong gear. There we go. So between which gears? Second and fourth is a bit of a pain, because let me just see. Oh, it's still idling at 1500, so I think that's just it just needs the timing adjusting. Yep, because previously it was 2,500. Let's get into first.